Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome to Merthyr Tydfil County Borough Council Cabinet meeting on Wednesday, January the 14th, 2026. Sorry, I couldn't get my words out. Please note that today's meeting may be recorded and broadcast on the authority's website. Any person in view of the camera is by virtue of attending consented being filmed, and for possible use of those images and sound recordings being used as outlined. Democratic Services recording started. Thanks, Matthew. Okay, before we go into the meeting tonight, I just wanted to share a couple of thoughts on the sad passing of Councillor Ray Thomas. Ray Thomas was a formidable man for everybody who knew him, a former mayor and leader of this local authority who gave so many years, not just to the authority, but to the community of Dowlas and Pant. He'll be sadly missed by everybody. I've known Ray since I got elected in 2008, and he taught me one or two things. Perhaps a few things he shouldn't have, but things that I still laugh and joke over even now. So he'll be sadly missed. And my thoughts and condolences are to Ray, to Ray's family, Marie, Vanessa, and their son as well. You'll have to forgive me, I forgot the son's name now, just slipped my mind. I'd like to have a moment's silence for Ray, a minute's silence. Byron. Thank you, Paul. Byron, yeah. I'd like to have a minute's silence for former Councillor Ray Thomas, but before that, I'd like to open it up for anybody else who'd like to say a few words. If at all. No? Okay. Can we have a minute's silence, please, Matthew? Thank you all. Excellent. Moving on to the next item's agenda. Agenda item 1. Apologies for absence.
No, not Chair.
Excellent, thank you. Agenda item 2. Any declarations of interest? You have none. We'll move on to the main items then. Agenda item 3. Minutes from the previous meeting to approve for accuracy and enter into the record the minutes of the meeting Wednesday, the 3rd of December 2025. I'm happy to move the minutes.
Happy to second, Chair.
Thank you very much. Have we got any comments on the accuracy? Excellent, thank you, Gary. Can we take that to the vote?
So could all members in agreement with the recommendation please raise their hands? And that's carried unanimously, Chair.
Excellent, thanks, Gary. Moving on to item 4, the strategic part of the agenda, the draft revenue budget 26-27 to consider the report of the Director of Finance, Councillor Anne Williams, please.
The draft revenue budget for 26-27 reflects both progress and ongoing challenges in achieving financial sustainability for Merthyr Tydfil. Firstly, the funding position has improved significantly. The revised Welsh Government settlement provides a 4.7% increase, equating to over £9 million of additional funding compared to last year, which is obviously a improvement from the original provisional increase and significantly above 1% forecast in the medium-term financial plan. Secondly, and in spite of this positive settlement, we do continue to face unavoidable cost pressures. And additional demands totaling nearly £3.96 million are detailed in Appendix 4 include education pressures, including additional learning needs and transport, waste and recycling obligations, and capital financing costs. Thirdly, We have identified cost reductions of approximately 3.58 million to offset these pressures, and these detailed in Appendix 5, including grant maximisation in social services and operational efficiencies across education and neighbourhood services. While these measures protect frontline services, reliance on temporary solutions underline the need for continued transformation. And as a result, the projected budget deficit for 26-27 has been reduced from £9.005 million to now £509,000. This is based on our medium-term financial plan forecast for council tax, which assumes currently a 5% increase and every 1% change impacting the budget by approximately £330,000. This update also provides details of budget consultation work, which sought residents' views on their priority services and also on council tax. So, as colleagues will be aware, work is ongoing to close this gap and set a balanced budget for 26-27. But this update demonstrates strong progress while acknowledging ongoing financial pressures, and our priority remains protecting essential services, supporting education and safeguarding the most vulnerable. So I'll move the recommendations. Just 2.1, the implications of the provisional local government settlement for 2026-27, outlined in section 5.1 to 5.4, and appendices 1 and 2 be noted. 2.2, the implications of the Welsh Government Budget Agreement, outlined in section 5.6 to 5.7, and appendix 3 be noted. 2.3, the net additional demands outlined in section 5.14 to 5.16, and appendix 4 be noted. 2.4, the net cost reductions proposals outlined in section 5.19 and appendix 5 be noted. 2.5, the measures currently proposed to address the forecasted 26-27 position are referred to relevant scrutiny committees for their scrutiny and feedback be approved. 2.6, the revised budget deficit of 0.509 million for 26-27 be noted. Richard.
Thanks, Councillor Williams-Price. I'm happy to second the recommendations 2.1 to 2.6 of the report. Can we move that to questions, please? Comments?
To sum up, Chair, only that obviously I look forward to seeing the outcome of scrutiny feedback before we bring both proposals forward in February. So thank you.
Excellent. Thanks, Councillor Williams-Price. Can we take that to the vote, please?
Okay, so could all councillors in agreement with the recommendation please raise their hands? That's carried unanimously, Chair.
Thanks, Geraint. Okay, moving on to the next part of the agenda is information reports, which are item 5, 6, 7 and 8. So we'll move then straight on to any other business, to deal with any other business deemed urgent. I have none. So we can move on to agenda item 10, the exempt report. In order for the following to be considered in private, it's suggested to the public be excluded from the meeting on the grounds it involves the likely disclosure of exempt information as defined in paragraphs 14 under part 4, section 12A, section 100A4 of the Local Government Act 1972. I'm happy to move that. Hopefully, we have a seconder.
Second, Chair.
Thank you very much.
Vote on that, Chair.
Yeah. Can we take that to the vote, please?
Well, councillors in agreement with the recommendation please raise. That's carried, Chair.
Excellent. Now, I think we're asking to stop recording.
Absolutely, Chair, no problem.